Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for coming. My name is Mr. Smykel, and I'm the Director of Bands here at Olathe East. And this concert features two of our groups in the program, the concert band, which is what you see in front of you, and then up next will be the jazz combo. And I always joke every year, this is my way to ease the new parents into concerts at Olathe East. This will be your shortest concert that you go to this year. We ease you in, and then we hit you with quite a bit longer concert at the winter concert. Because this particular concert doesn't include any of the students that are in the marching band. So that's two other concert bands. So, but they're doing a great job. They sound really good on their pieces, and we're excited to have an audience and perform for you this evening. So, without further ado, we're going to do a piece by Carl King, who's a really famous march composer. This is called Allied, I'm forgetting now, I'm going to check. Allied Honor, thank you. Allied Honor. Okay, up next, and our second and last tune, is a piece called Torrents of Fire, and it will be conducted by the Associate Director of Bands here, Mrs. Fillingham. Okay, we're going to take a couple minutes to do a little bit of a stage reset here. While they do that, I'll explain to you what you're about to hear. Obviously, for those parents that are new to Olathe East, one of the nice things about moving to the high school level that I never fully appreciated until I had my own daughter go through middle school and high school is that we're not on the bleachers in the gym right now. We have a little more comfort for you. So the other thing that's really different in high school comparative to middle school is that we just have more groups that do different things. I always tell the kids when I go and talk to the 8th graders in middle school, 8th grade band is kind of like going to a restaurant that has one thing on the menu. Would you like to do 8th grade band? Here's what it looks like. When you get to high school, we have so many more groups that we offer and so many more opportunities, and kids can kind of do a la carte. They can do them all. They can do one or two. And one of the things that we offer at this school that is not offered at all the high schools in Olathe is a jazz combo class. So most of your middle school bands, if they had a jazz band, it was what we call big band, and they would be sitting down, and you'd have a row of saxes and a row of trombones, and then standing up would be a row of trumpets. And that's and then a rhythm section. That's big band, and they will play big band tunes, a lot of Count Basie and Ellington and all the greats, and then newer stuff, Gordon Goodwin and all that kind of stuff. We have one of those groups. That group meets second semester, and that's our audition jazz band. That's the group that goes to contests and goes to like MNU and to the Jazz Summit at KCCC and different things. This group is unique in that I take anybody that wants to do it into the group. So we have 2 freshmen in this group that are new to Olathe East, and then we have at least 1 or 2 seniors. How many seniors? 1? 2 seniors. 3 seniors? I don't know, I can't count. We have some seniors up here too. Okay, so, and then everything in between. So what's cool about this class is designed to teach kids how to solo and improvise. A lot of times in middle school, if you hear somebody do a solo in a jazz band in 8th grade, it was written out. Either by the composer of the piece, it was just written into the music, or the band director would hear it. This is the solo you're going to play, and they would write it out. Okay? What these kids are doing in this class is learning how to improvise, which is kind of core to being a good jazz musician. Okay? It's built on the ability to improvise and to play stuff that's in your head as you're performing in front of people. Okay? So, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So, literally in this class, if I played the video, which I don't think they want me to do, but if I played like the video from the very first day, where I said, you're all going to take a solo, and some of them looked like they were going to faint. And then now we take a solo every single day in class. Everybody solos every day. And it's one of those things where you just have to get comfortable putting yourself out there. So the biggest thing tonight is that I'm proud of them, regardless how it goes, because they're putting themselves out there. There's not many things you can do as a musician that's more personal than doing an improvised solo. And so that's kind of what we work on. We work on reading chord changes, understanding what a dominant 7th chord is, understanding what a minor 7th chord is, understanding what a major 7th chord is. And then from there, learning which of those notes people are going to want to hear and which of those notes you should not play in those chords. And so it's a fun class. It's fun for me to teach because it's so small, and I get to know the kids better. I get to know their personalities better. But it's also fun because there's a lot more, trial and error. We get to try different things. So we try to do some of these arrangements, and I tell the kids, like, if you're doing a jazz standard, so one of the pieces we're doing, the second piece we're doing is Cantaloupe Island, which is a jazz standard. Many of you have heard Cantaloupe Island. If you go to the Majestic Steakhouse downtown, Tim Whitner's trio plays downstairs all the time. They're going to play jazz standards, and they're going to do their own arrangement of it. And that's kind of what we try to do here, is we take jazz standards that are pretty well known, and then we kind of try to put our spin on it. So this is big for a combo, like if you were going to the Majestic Steakhouse or Corvino Supper Club or any of those places that have high-end jazz groups, there's not usually like 15 dudes up there playing. It's usually like 3 or 4. So I always joke this is kind of this is a combo on steroids here. So half of them are going to take a solo on the first tune, half of them are going to take a solo on the second tune. So the first tune is a Jamie Aebersold tune. Jamie Aebersold has written a ton of music for jazz bands and is really in the education side of jazz band, and it is called Kenny'll Make It.
All right. So like. Okay. Yeah.
Other thing I meant to say a minute ago that I thought they're soloing is. The nice thing for me as a teacher is that then if there's kids in here that have been in this class 2 or 3 years, is with soloing, it's so individualistic, then I can challenge them in different ways. So I meet them where they're at. Some of the kids are brand new to soloing or brand new to jazz, and then some of them are very experienced. So then I will challenge those kids that are older to do more difficult stuff. Okay, we have one other tune. It is a Herbie Hancock tune called Cantaloupe Island.
that was it, yeah.
Okay. Like I said, easing you in. Just remember, later in the year, spring concert, much longer. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Kids, come up and start the